Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we dive deep into the latest cars hitting the market, breaking down everything from prices and features to real-world practicality. So if you're into cars and want to stay updated without the fluff, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Alright, today we've got something that's both nostalgic and futuristic. We're talking about the 2026 Volkswagen ID Buzz GTX. It's the sportier, more performance-oriented version of VW's electric van, and honestly, it's turning heads for all the right reasons. So let's start with what makes the GTX trim special. Think of it like the GTI treatment, but for electric vans. The GTX badge on Volkswagen's electric lineup means dual motors and all-wheel drive. That's exactly what you're getting with the ID Buzz GTX. It has two electric motors, one on the front axle and one on the rear, giving it 4-motion all-wheel drive as standard. Now, power-wise, you're looking at 335 horsepower. That might not sound like a lot if you're coming from a performance SUV or something, but for a van, especially one this size, that's pretty wild. It's enough to get you from 0 to 60 in just under 6.5 seconds. That's not just fast for a van, that's quick enough to make passengers go, whoa, when you floor it. And here's the cool part. It's not just about speed. The dual motor setup also gives it more confidence in different road conditions. Whether you're dealing with rain, snow, or even some light off-road situations, the GTX handles it better than the standard rear-wheel drive ID Buzz. It's really aiming to be more than just a city cruiser or a retro throwback. Speaking of retro, let's talk design. The ID Buzz still carries that classic VW microbus vibe, rounded edges, short overhangs, a friendly face, but the GTX version spices it up with a more aggressive look. You get unique front and rear bumpers, a blacked-out roof, and those signature GTX wheels. Inside, there are sporty seats, red contrast stitching, and some GTX branding sprinkled around the cabin. It's a really nice blend of nostalgia and modern style. Now let's get into the practicality, because at the end of the day, this is still a van. The ID Buzz GTX comes in two wheelbase versions, standard and long wheelbase. The standard version has 5 seats, while the long one can seat up to 7. Both versions have plenty of cargo space, but the long wheelbase is where families or road trippers will see the biggest benefit. You can fold down seats, slide them, and even remove them if needed. It's super versatile. Another major update for 2026 is the battery. The standard ID Buzz GTX gets an 79 kWh battery pack, while the long wheelbase version comes with a larger 86 kWh battery. That means better range, up to around 270 miles for the standard and close to 300 miles for the long wheelbase, depending on how you drive. Not groundbreaking, but solid for an AWD electric van with that much space and power. And for charging, it supports up to 200 kilowatts fast charging. That means you can go from 10 to 80% in about 25 minutes at a high-speed charger. That's a coffee break, not an overnight stay. Now, let's talk price, because this is where a lot of people are wondering if it's worth it. The 2026 Volkswagen